Hell, it was too funny. I seen one of the guys on YouTube make a video about a shifter modification for the Fanatec shifter, and so I thought I'd do one too. The fella that did the video mentioned that he would say something he never thought he would ever say, that he needed a shorter rod. Well, it's interesting how everybody wants to mod something different and needs something different. I never thought I would ever say I needed a longer rod, and that's what I needed on my shifter. See, when I'm racing in this TR8 cockpit, which I love, and it's a great cockpit, but with the standard length of the shifter shaft, I find myself reaching too far to put into gears, and sometimes I'll miss gears. So I thought, well, I got a buddy of mine that tinkers around with a lot of Volkswagens. Matter of fact, that's where I got the previous video. I went over there, haven't seen him in a couple of years because of COVID, and he's been doing other things, getting into another business and been involved with that and doing a lot of traveling, so I haven't seen him much. But that's where I went over there yesterday to visit him, because he has a lot of Volkswagen and metric bolts and parts. And I came across something more than what I was expecting. All I wanted to do was get a long metric bolt, kind of cut the threads off, and one that would fit the knob, and then weld on a nut that would fit the shaft of the Fanatec, and get another nut to tighten up the upper part of the shaft. Well, come to find out, he had bought a bunch of Volkswagen salvage from an old boy locally that had passed away, and he bought all that stuff. We were rummaging through that, and he had one of those long 2.5, 3 foot shifter rods out of an old bus. And fortunately, the top of it, the threads were exactly like the Fanatec shifter. Exact threads. So I brought it home, measured it, and figured out what bend I would need and the length. So took it back over there, cut it, and welded a nut onto it, and then I can just twist the extension on and off. If I want a shorter shifter, I could just twist that off, but it fit this knob exactly. So I thought I'd do a video, and when I'm racing, I don't have to reach as far to get to when I hit my gears. If I'm in fifth right now, and normally I'd have to be way out here, arms extension and low. I'd have to lean a little bit, but now with this one, I can sit in here and shift, and it feels good. So, yeah. So the other fella needed a shorter shaft, and well, I needed a longer shaft, so that's what I did. And if you're around a Volkswagen salvage and you need this, just go out there and see if you can find a Volkswagen shifter and modify it. That's all I did. So anyway, I thought I'd share this with the guys, and if anybody else needed to do it, that's what I did, to have a longer shaft. Catch your next video. Oh, if I can get out of this cockpit now, we'll be all right. Yeah, I'm getting old.